Hi, we're in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. We're going to start a fire with this pocket knife, this magnesium, and ferro rod. Here we've got the ingredients assembled. We've got some really dry grass. We've got some very dry wood shavings that we've pulled from some twigs. We've got a piece of bark that I'm going to use as the base to this fire. It's also very dry, and some very small twigs, usually smaller than the size of a match. Today, I'm going to start out by preparing my tinder bunch because it's a little bit windy and this magnesium tends to blow around a little bit when it gets windy out. It's very, very light when you make shavings. You're going to make shavings by scraping the edge of this thing. It's fairly easy, but it takes a lot of pressure. We find that it works best with your hand holding the knife in this way. You want your thumb back behind the blade, and then you can get a lot of pressure right in there nice and close, and you're not going to cut yourself. Here we have the ingredients to our fire. A ferro and magnesium fire starter, pocket knife, very dry grass, shaved dry twigs, larger dry twigs, and a piece of bark to use as our base. So now I've got this bunch of grass here that I've collected. It's very dry, and it will light. We actually have practiced this once already, and it will light very nicely. What you need to do is I like to fold it a few times first. A little bit longer than your standard matchstick. Bring it all into a nice tight little bunch like this. It's a little windy, but not too bad, so I think we don't have to tie it. You can take a piece of it and wrap it around it a few times like this here, but this is really fine, and it's hard to even make it do that. You may want to bunch it up a little bit like this, too, with your fingers, so that it gets softened and lets more air into it. So then, I'm going to set this piece on top of this bark right here. And this stuff is very dry, and it's ready to go, and I think the wind isn't going to take it. I hope. There have been a few little gusts, but this seems like it should be good. And now I'm going to work on collecting shavings of magnesium, which burns extremely hot. As you can see, we've already collected a fair amount of this magnesium shavings into a container that I had that actually it came in. And being anywhere in the woods or survival situation, use whatever's around. I certainly could do this on a piece of bark or something else. Alright, we're gonna strike this now. May take a few tries. There we go. And I got fire here. And we've got the basis of a fire here. Got some nice little coals in the bottom there. And actually got other things to do, so we're going to put this fire out in a little bit. So I'm not going to build it up very big. But should be able to get a nice fire going with this.